paying attention. We don't want to do any doom and gloom or any kind of stuff here on our channel, but things are changing. Welcome back to the off-grid homestead. Even though we use hydraulics and gas, we're still off-grid. Look up the definition. Yeah, basically off-grid is no public utilities. You know, water, sewer, trash, electric, gas, you know, like propane or like, you know, natural gas piped up to your house. So nothing that, you know, the big, what do you call it? Centralized place can control, right? So we're off-grid, meaning that we provide our own power, water, you know, trash service, and stuff like that, right? Composting toilet we use. So that's the definition of off-grid, right? So off-grid, we have to make an income because we don't like to go to work 9 to 5 and sit in the cubicle and get butter hands. We like to get out and, you know, enjoy the sunshine, get up early with the sun, work in a full day muscle work, and then, you know, have a nice meal, and then, you know, do a little bit more stuff and tend to the animals, go to bed and wake up and find a new adventure. Maybe we do this again. Maybe we do something else, you know? That's what we like. We're the independent souls left in America. The folks that live off-grid and homestead. Homesteading is, you know, we grow our own food, 90% plus. I mean, you guys landed on the right channel with today's circumstances. But right now, what I'm trying to do is get caught up with this firewood because we've had nonstop rain around here. It's a little sunshine now. But if you guys have been following us, I've been kind of talking about it. And a lot of days where it would rain one day, 3 inches, rest a day, rain another day, 3 inches. And we're getting this like, you know, a week, and then the temperature will go up and then come down. We'll go to 90s, then we'll go back down to 60s, 70s. And so that's what we've been dealing with for the last couple weeks. So it makes it hard for me to get out here in the wood lot, but I have to get going on this wood. So I'm just going to start squeezing in some of these cuts while we have some dry time. Also, I mean, this storms have been so bad, it blew over this shed 2 times now, right? We brought this shed up from Mom's place. If you guys have been following the channel, we brought our mom up from the city and we built her a log cabin on our back 11 acres here. And there was a horse run-in over there that we built a couple years ago. And I kind of got it around here with the skid steer. You know, it's a pretty good job. Skid steer, you know, it's a pretty good job, not too bad. And I had it set in here, and then whoosh, I didn't get the thing anchored into the ground. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with it, use it for a doghouse for the sawmill, or, you know, maybe use it for the firewood bundles. I wasn't sure yet. But right over the fence it went. So it sat over there for a little bit, and then I finally got Noah to come over, and we straightened it all up, and we fixed the fence, and put it all back together, and then I had it anchored onto the skid steer, and then I had to use the skid steer, and I got caught. I left it unanchored to it, and it leaned right back on the fence. It didn't mess it up, but it did, you know, tear apart the shed a little bit, so I do have to put that together. So the winds have been pretty bad, the weather's been pretty wet, we got spring in the air, we have guinea hens already laying eggs and trying to lay on those. We have the Rambo over there with the girls getting his thing going. Stacy's working hard in the garden for you guys, trying to show you those videos. And man, I'm already tired just from talking to you. I got to get back to work. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to talk about this box wedge. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's pretty slick. So one thing I want to do is I want to get this whole, hit the deck. I want to get this deck cleared off. I have all these little pre-cut stumps and everything ready to go. And I want to get them all ran through the machine so I can clear off the deck, get all this old mulch, you know, this old sawdust off the deck, because that moisture is being trapped on there and that's not good for my deck. And then I want to start bringing in the other logs and chomping away at my pile there. But if you notice, like, you know, this Easton made here, 2228, it's a big boy, but it's chomping through even the knotty stuff, even the stuff that's at the, you know, joints, the And those are pretty big. Everything I'm cutting here is like red oak and white oak. A little bit of maple in there. That one's hollow there, but all these other ones are some hickory. So everything's pretty thick, pretty solid, pretty dense. And that's why I was showing you. One of the game changers is this hydraulic deck that lifts up, right? Man, you just roll your logs on there, and sometimes, you know, most of the time actually, I can stack 2 or 3 of these on there at one time. Actually, I'll show you that here in a second. And then you just hit the switch and that thing just lifts it up there. On the old style, I had to send it to the vertical, and then I had to roll everything underneath it, and then I'd chop it, and then I'd move it out of the way. Back, breaker. Now everything comes up to the top, goes right on the deck at the waist level. Bam, I hit those hydraulics, and that thing pushes it and then brings it back. I don't even have to like bring it back. Normally you have to send it through, and then you grab that piece and it falls off. You have to pick it up, put it back on there, split it again. This box wedge is moving it back and forth all by itself. Every once in a while I'll reposition it a little bit. But if you guys are going to do this kind of stuff, that is one thing you want to think about. And maybe the Easton made log splitter, right? Commercial log splitter, because it's the bee's knees. All right, I'm going to get busy. I still got to get the rest of this deck cleared up before Stacy calls for supper. I've done the time on it too, and I've done by myself. I'm able to do about a cord and a half in less than an hour, about an hour. So if you have another guy with you, right, somebody to clean out and help you feed the logs, man, you could probably do 2.5, 3 cords, 3.5 cords if you're really focused. So that really steps up your production, which, you know, in turn will step up more money for your homestead. Just thought I'd point that out. I didn't make my goal of getting done before supper because Luna just came up and told me that the taco night was ready. She's been up here for about a week. That's our granddaughter. She's hanging out. I think they're making their transition. If you guys watched us hooking the Amish house up to electricity, that's why we were doing it. The daughter bought a 20-acre Amish farm around the corner here, so we're watching her while they're kind of moving in and getting their stuff ready, getting their things done. But I'm here to tell you about this box wedge right here. If you can get it for your machine, or just get a new machine. They make these in smaller machines as well. Like you can get a little more homeowner-y, or you can get something even more industrial than this, which will be our next step. For right now, this is what we're going to be using, and it's been working fantastic. And now that the weather's going to be cleared up a little bit, that's what I'm going to be doing. I have to get rid of this wood that we have here already. Plus, I want to get the sawmill area together so I can start building these log cabin kits, right? And we've been talking about that. We want to provide you guys some affordable housing that'll last generations, and let's get you guys out of those shed house things, those little, you know, rent-to-own shed house things. So start saving your money so you can buy a log cabin kit from Doug and Stacy, and we'll bring it out to your property anywhere in the U.S. here. We'll have to charge you to bring it to you unless you want to pick it up. But you'll be able to put together this house, and I'm going to do a video on how I put my house together in like 90 days with no carpentry skills, just basically studying some old cowboy movies and books, and, you know, learning about the joinery at the end with the saddle notch, you know. So that's what I got for you today. Next time you guys see me, all this stuff will be cleared off. I'll be chewed into this pile over here a little bit, and the main goal is to get this over here. I have to get all that stuff up right there. See all that right there? Yes, sir. But with a machine like this, it's, you know, cuts it, the time that it takes for one person or two people to do that pile. This machine cuts it in like a third, less than half, right? So, whew. Nice, nice. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I wanted to show you the box wedge from the Easton Made Company, and that's the bee's knees, and give you guys an update on these storms we've been having and kind of tell you what's been going on. Got a couple of sheep moving out. One of the subscribers coming to pick up some sheep tomorrow. A couple of ewes. They're going to start their sheep up there. A lot of people getting into growing food and stuff. You guys, I hope you're paying attention. We don't want to do any doom and gloom or any kind of stuff here on our channel. But things are changing, right? I mean, all you got to do is halfway be paying attention. So we've been through some rocky times before, and we're going to go through some rocky times right now. And you guys are kind of in the slow boil. You know, they're giving you the clues. They're telling you about the food shortages. They're telling you that these food plant places are burning down. They're telling you that the fertilizer trains are being derailed. They're telling you that the 18-wheelers full of food are catching on fire. They're telling you that the distribution centers are catching on fire, and one even had a plane fly into it. I mean, so they're giving you all this information. You know what I mean? Like your gas was $2. Now it's almost $4.50, in some places $5 a gallon. So things are changing right now, and I hope you guys have been watching our channel, and that you're subscribed to our channel, and that you're even on our email list. If you go to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy and just enter to win our free cookbook that we're giving away, that puts you on our email list, so that way we can keep in touch with you guys. Me and Stacy are working on a lot of educational stuff, so you guys can have this information, because if you need it, you know, you might not be able to get it online, right? But you're going to have it in your fingertips. And start practicing some of this stuff, okay? That's all I got for you guys today. Next video, we'll be chopping on some more wood. I'll give you an update on how far I got, and I'll tell you how that taco night was. Pound the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up on the way out, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdougandstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!